Susanna Hoffs is an American vocalist, guitarist, actress and songwriter. She is best known as a co-founder of the Bangles.
Hoffs was born in Los Angeles, California, to a Jewish family. She is the daughter of film director/writer/producer Tamar Ruth and Joshua Allen Hoffs, a psychoanalyst. Her mother played Beatles music for Hoffs when she was a child, and she began playing the guitar in her teens. Hoffs attended Palisades High School in Pacific Palisades, Los Angeles, graduating in 1976. While in college, she worked as a production assistant and made her acting debut in the 1978 film Stony Island.
In 1980, Hoffs graduated from the University of California, Berkeley with a bachelor's degree in art. When she entered Berkeley, she was a fan of classic rock bands that played in large stadiums. While a student at Berkeley, she attended the final Sex Pistols show at Winterland Ballroom and a Patti Smith concert. Exposure to punk rock changed her career goal from a dancer to musician in a band.
Inspired by the Ramones and other punk bands, Hoffs founded the Bangs with Debbie Peterson and Vicki Peterson. After recording their first album, the night before it was pressed, they learned of a legal claim by an East Coast boy band, also called the Bangs, requiring a sudden change of name, so the Bangs morphed into the Bangles.
The Bangles' first recorded release was a self-titled EP in 1982 on the Faulty Products label. The Bangles released their first full album All Over the Place in 1984 on Columbia Records. They had a moderate hit with the single Hero Takes a Fall, but their commercial breakthrough came with the album Different Light in 1986, which produced the hit singles Manic Monday, If She Knew What She Wants, and Walk Like an Egyptian.
In 1986, Hoffs co-wrote I Need a Disguise for the album Belinda for Belinda Carlisle, from the all-girl group The Go-Go's. With increasing fame, Hoffs also appeared on the covers of numerous magazines, and the Rickenbacker Guitar Company issued a Susanna Hoffs model of the 350, which she customized herself.
In 1987, Hoffs starred in the film The All-Nighter, which was directed by her mother Tamar Simon Hoffs, and also featured Joan Cusack and Pam Grier. The film was critically panned, and failed at the box office. Hoffs later said, "It wasn't a great movie, but the whole experience of it was great."
In 1988, the Bangles released their third album, Everything. The first single, co-written by Hoffs, In Your Room, became a top 10 hit. Everything also produced their biggest-selling single Eternal Flame, which was also co-written and sung by Hoffs.
In the BBC programme I'm in a Girl Group, Hoffs revealed she actually sang the studio recording of Eternal Flame completely naked due to the producer David Sigerson pranking her by telling her Olivia Newton-John had done the same thing. He later told Hoffs he had been lying the whole time.
In 1989, the Bangles formally disbanded. In the late 1990s, however, Hoffs contacted the other members of the Bangles with the hope of reuniting. They recorded the single Get the Girl for the second Austin Powers movie in 1999. Subsequently, they announced their decision to reunite full-time in 2000. Their fourth album, Dial Revolution, was released in 2003.
Hoffs released a solo album, When You're a Boy, in 1991, which spawned a U.S. Top 40 hit with My Side of the Bed. In the UK, the single landed at #44 for only 4 weeks on chart, and the album also landed decently in Europe.
Hoffs recorded another album in 1993 to 94, prior to leaving Columbia Records, but it went unreleased. In 1996, Hoffs released her second solo album, Susanna Hoffs. Although it received much praise in the media and yielded a minor US hit and a UK hit at number 33 for 2 weeks with a cover of the Lightning Seed single All I Want, it was not a commercial success.
Hoffs recorded a cover of The Look of Love for the soundtrack of the first Austin Powers movie Austin Powers, International Man of Mystery, and a cover of the song Elfie for the soundtrack of the third Austin Powers in Gold member. She recorded a cover of the Oingo Boingo song We Close Our Eyes for the Buffy the Vampire Slayer soundtrack. She is also responsible for the song Now and Then, from the 1995 film of the same name.
Hoffs also contributed a song to the film Red Roses and Petrol entitled The Water is Wide.
Hoffs self-released her third solo album of new material called Someday via Vanguard Records on July 17, 2012. The set was produced by Mitchell Froom and is influenced by the music of the 1960s. American songwriter gave Someday a rating of 4.5 out of 5 stars and described it as easily and undeniably Hoffs' most definitive musical statement to date.
Hoffs donated her vocal talent to the end credits song from the film, A Dog Named Cochi, in the song One Voice, which also features the talents of Norah Jones, Amy Mann, Lydia Lovelace, Nico Case, Brian May and Catherine Calder. It was produced by Dean Falcone, who also wrote the film's score. One Voice was released on Record Store Day, April 16, 2016, with profits from the sale of the single going to benefit animal charities.
Mike Myers, Matthew Sweet, and Hoffs formed the faux British 1960s band Minty after Myers' Saturday Night Live stint in the early 1990s. They all adopted pseudonyms for the band, with Hoffs using the name Gillian Shagwell and Myers creating Austin Powers. This group made a number of club and television performances and had a minor hit with the song BBC. Myers' then-wife Robin Rusin encouraged him to write a film based on the character. The result was Austin Powers, International Man of Mystery, directed by Hoffs' husband Jay Roach. Minty performed in all 3 Austin Powers films.
In 2006, Hoffs teamed up with fellow Minty rocker Matthew Sweet, under the name Sid and Susie. They recorded 15 cover versions of classic rock songs from the 1960s and 1970s for an album titled Under the Covers, Volume 1. The album was released in April 2006. On July 18, they appeared on Late Night with Conan O'Brien to promote the album and tour. The duo released another album Under the Covers, Volume 2 on July 21, 2009, which included covers of songs by Fleetwood Mac, Carly Simon, Rod Stewart, and others. In 2012, Under the Covers, Volume 3 was released.
In 2013, Hoffs collaborated with Sweet and Tim Robbins for a cover of the traditional Marianne for the sea shanty compilation Son of Rogues Gallery, Pirate Ballads, Sea Songs and Shanties.
In 1993, Hoffs married Jay Roach, who later directed the Austin Powers trilogy, Meet the Parents and Meet the Fockers. They have 2 sons. Roach converted to Judaism upon marrying Hoffs.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe.